Hi, I'm Steve Shelburne, owner and operator of Shelburne RV here in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee. Well, good morning and welcome back to Shelburne RV. Hope everybody had a great Labor Day weekend. Had a good time with all your families and everything went well. So Jan and I are back from vacation, so we're going to get started back here and see what all we got going on. I know the boys had quite a bit going on while we were gone, so they've been moving along with stuff. The floor that you saw start on before I left is already done and gone. So we're going to go out here and we'll show you a few things we got going on. Let's go out here and take a look. All right, guys, I want to take a second to send a shout out to Hill Manufacturing. They're sponsor of this video today. You guys have seen me use the Hilco lube here for several videos, and I've been using it for several years. I was a big Kroll oil fan, so I used Kroll oil for years until I come across Hilco lube. Some of the best penetrating oil lube. I know people are caught up on WD-40. Guys, this is some of the best lube I've used. Another product that we use here at Shelburne RV is the Hill Coil Cleaner. This is a great product too, guys. It has a great smell to it. I don't have any complaints, you know, where it's just overwhelming in the camper. It does a great job at cleaning. Just a great product that we've been using for several years. Another product we've been using is the Hill Crest. Great hand cleaner. It's got the pumice in it, so the boys get their hands nice and clean. These are all great products, guys. Unfortunately, you do have to buy it through a dealer. Not very many dealers. I've got a dealer that sells to me. Great product. If this is something that you're interested in, shoot me an email, give me a call. I'll be happy to get some shipped out to you. It's a very, very affordable price. But shout out to Hill Manufacturing. We appreciate your product. This product is Shelburne RV approved and Cousin Gary approved. It's got another little Jayco bumper pull in here that obviously got roof problems that they're working on tearing apart. So a lot going on trying to get everything pulled off of there and prepped and ready and cleaned. And of course you guys have seen us do this before, so just a lot of cleaning. So the boys been over here working on a little Class C, little Grayhawk Class C. And you can see that's never a good sign when you walk inside and the bathroom sink is sitting in the living room. But this one came in with some floor problems. And as you can see, the foam, when they put it in there, they sprayed it with glue, and glue ate up all that foam. Now, obviously a little bit of water always seems to get in a few of these floors, but particle board and then the foam being eat up with glue, you know, has caused a real bad soft spot in there. So yeah, a little bit of work that's got to be done there. We'll take you over here and show you one that Lewis has been working on, getting back on it this week. And it's this big fifth wheel here that he's putting the main floor in. And as you can see, he's got his big 1-inch floor material in here, and he's got his edge cut and ready for the metal. And then we've actually got a template made. I've got the metal being cut at the moment, and then we've got a friend down in Chattanooga that's got a big computerized brake, and he'll break that. And then, you know, you guys have seen us do this before, so we're going to get that done. Let me take you over here on the other side of the building. We'll show you a couple things going on there. All right, back in here on this Grayhawk. Well, this has got all that cut out from when you saw. Now, we did put some metal plate down over that, glued it, and then he's put this down over this. It's a little high right there, so he's going to come in here and grind that down. But he's got that now where this thing is solid as a rock. And you can kind of see that's where the framework was at, so everything's tied in back on the framework. So this thing's just about ready to go. He's got to get in here and get all the plumbing situated, and then grind that down, put the flooring back in it, and then it'll be reassembly time. Well, let's go in here and see what Lewis has got done on this Grayhawk. Now, I know I was looking back in one of my very first videos where I was showing you guys all the counter and everything in here, and I made a mistake to call it the Greyhound, so that's my fault. But let's go in here and see what all he's got going on this. See, he's got the floor back in. Now, we are going to put a transition strip across here, but he's working on getting that all put back together. But this is solid. You saw how we did this. So that's all solid now. So he's got all the plumbing hooked up. Got to put that last panel in, and we're going to water test everything, make sure it's good. Still got the toilet to put in, but that'll take us just a couple minutes. Let's go over here and look at this basement here I've been working on. I'll talk to you guys about that for just a second. So just a quick update on this Jayco roof job they've got. They've got everything put back on here with the new membrane. Got all the fixtures sealed. Just got the insert trim still to go in. But as you can see, they're getting that finished up. And that is the extreme PVC that we used on that one. So turned out real nice. So they're getting that finished up and about ready to start put the interior back together. So that one's about ready to go. So Lewis is in here working on an aspen trail that's had some water damage. Floors, main floor, slide out floor, both slide out floors. You can see he's got the island out of the middle of it, because remember guys, this is the best way we found. We can go in here and lay all the new LVP. But you can see the water damage that's been going on through there. That's really bad. Now, obviously, this slide has got a lot of stuff in it, you know, with the refrigerator and the stove, a lot of connections, gas lines, stuff like that. We've got to take loose and then retest. That floor's got problems too, so it's coming out. So you can see this back here, we're going to put a transition strip in right there. We're not going any further than that. Customer doesn't want to, he can't spend the money. Insurance is paying for this side, but they are not paying for that side. So we're going to leave that alone, but you can see it a little bit involved here. Got to take all the fascias loose. Refrigerator, stove's got to come out, microwave's got to come out. Again, same thing over here, all the fascia, counters, sofa, all this stuff's got to get out of here so we can lay that nice LVP flooring and then start rebuilding the floor and the slide. So a lot of work going on here. Okay, so as you can see, the slide is out of the aspen trail, and this has had a lot of water in it. Now, fortunately, it doesn't look like we've got any damage going on right there, so this looks good, but you can see it's had a lot of water in here. Now, as you can see, the island's out of here, and we still do have to pull that slide. He's got the fascia off of there. So this will make things a whole lot easier. We're going to put a transition strip right there because, again, they're not going to fix that back right now. So we're going to pull all that linoleum out, get that island out of here, go ahead and get the other slide pulled, and then we're going to start rebuilding those floors and laying that floor, and we should be ready to start putting that back in. A little bit of work there. All right, well, good morning, guys. I'm going to talk to you about a little problem we're having this morning. As you can see, that's a brand new GE air conditioner. There's two of them on this camper. And, you know, here's a struggle that I'm dealing with. You know, GE has jumped into this market and tried to supply the industry with, you know, air conditioners and refrigerators and stuff like that. And I spent a bunch of time about 6 months ago becoming a GE authorized service center. Now, I had one that went bad, and so I called the number that I had, and 3 hours later I still hadn't gotten anybody that knew how to help me troubleshooting wise and warranty wise to get me to show me how to even file a claim to be able to do this GE air conditioner warranty. Now, you know, Dematic, I pick up the phone, I spend 45 minutes on the phone, I get to talk to somebody at Dematic, we get a warranty claim. 3 or 4 days later, air conditioner shows up, no problem. Air Excel, I fill out a piece of paperwork, I email it to them. 2 or 3 days, air conditioner shows up, ain't no problem. If I need to call for tech support, I pick up the phone with Coleman, and within 10 minutes, I'm on the phone talking to a technician to try to work through the problems. Not had the first luck with GE on this. So a little disappointing that I spent as much time and effort getting set up as a dealer when, you know, they don't really have the workforce to help me. So now I've just been telling my customers, hey, you want me to do a warranty claim on it, you need to deal with GE and send me in the air conditioner. So they have done that on this unit, and we got the unit installed. It was already put on, got it all up in there. The boys went to run it, and it ran for about 5 minutes, and now we're getting an F1 code. Well, F1 is a communications error between the thermostat and the lower control box. Who do I call? I got on the paperwork out of the new unit, called the 800 number, been on hold 45 minutes, still hadn't got to talk to nobody. You know, normally we would just change a control box or check a thermostat to see if there's communications problem, but I have no parts to even do this. So now I've got a customer who's leaving on a trip, brought me an air conditioner. Took them 2.5 weeks to get an air conditioner from GE, and now I can't help them. So what's the solution? The solution is that little box you see right there. So that is a Dometic 3-button thermostat. Dometic and GE have the same 6-pin plug. So I'm going to have to throw one of these thermostats on here to get them going, and then let them battle it out with GE. So, you know, it's just another one of those deals where it's just so frustrating because, you know, be a dealer, become a service center. You do, and then this is where we're at. So enough ranting. I got to get back to doing this. Just, you know, again, just trying to show you guys where the frustration sometimes is. So I got another 2003 Winnebago Journey in here. Customer brought it in, stated the basement air was not about 4-degree difference. So he did tell me that about 8 years ago his brother-in-law had pulled it out and been working on it. So I didn't even try running it. I went ahead and pulled it, but I want you to see kind of what I'm seeing here and what's kind of going on, because I do have the covers off it. But guys, see this right here? We talk about this. This is a clamp on style tap. There's one there, and then there's actually somebody's put one in right here. This is a bad deal. We don't do this. Those always leak. Never, 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 never use those. I'm gonna take them off and I'm gonna throw them into the neighbor's yard just as far as I can. We don't ever do that. Braze in taps only. You'll never have that problem with it leaking. So more than likely that's what I've got going on, but I'm gonna go ahead and clean it out. We're gonna take it in there. I'm gonna pull those clamps off. We're gonna go ahead and put taps on them. I may try to run it real quick with what little freon it's got in it, just to see if the compressors come on and run, to verify that before I put any kind of freon in it. But we've talked about this, guys. This gentleman actually had this coach sitting up in a place in Ohio, a Winnebago dealer sitting in Ohio for 5 months, just for them to turn around and tell them they don't work on basement airs. Said they can't get them, they don't make them no more. Actually, that is incorrect. This model that they have in here, Coleman does actually make a replacement unit for this one. Again, we've talked about this in other video, guys, is the high efficiency ones on some of the Vistas and Views, or some of the Views, I'm sorry, that they don't make that unit for, the high efficiency. This one here, they do have a replacement for. It's just disappointing that, you know, here at Winnebago dealer, could have told somebody, you know, sooner, hey, we don't do that. He could have moved on. I could have had this done fixed for him. So we're going to get this done. We're going to get it in there. I'm going to let you take a look at it, and then we'll talk more here in a minute. Okay, so you can see that I've got this on the test bench. Now you can see somebody's put these clamp-on taps on the high side, and they put a set on the low side. Now, I don't ever use these, so I'm going to take these off. We're going to braze this up. We're going to do away with that. I am going to put my taps in right here, because that's a good place to put them. The compressors did run. Everything worked as it's supposed to. So I'm going to get this thing charged up correctly with braze-in taps, and then we're going to retest. So now you can see I've got that one brazed up. I've got that one all brazed up where he had the tap in there. And then I went in here on these where they crimped them from the factory, and I just put my braze-in taps right there and one right there. So I'm going to go ahead and get this vacuum down and get some freon in it. Now this one here is the 6535 Alpha 871, and it's going to get 30.75 ounces of MO99. So we're going to get charged up, and then we're going to rerun it. Okay, so we've got everything charged on this unit. Lewis is getting ready to put the covers on. Now you can see the outdoor fan is missing. Guys, we talk about this. We always go in here. This bearing that's in here, you know, you're supposed to grease that once a year, and with this thing locked up in the camper the way it is, there's no way to get to it. So Lewis has got the new roller bearing that's going to go in there, so we always change that out while we're in here. Kind of saves time and money, because we're going to have problems with it. We might as well change it. It's $29. Just do it while you're in there. All right, so finishing up on this journey, 82 on the thermostat. Go up here to our furthest vent. We're running 64.4, so 18-degree differential. All right, so just finishing up on this. So 18 degree to 20 degree is normally what they tell me is good. That's usually what I got going on. We know that these units had taps that were bolted on, which is wrong. Don't ever do that. We've got them all brazed in. We've got the charge correct in here. We did have to do a little bit of work on the discharge, taping it up. But we got all this done, so this one is ready to ship out. All right, so that's gonna finish us up here this week at Shelburne RV. Again, a shout out to our friends at Hills Manufacturing, our friends over at Cornwell Tools. And remember that this video is Cousin Gary approved.